Well, that took a while. I'm not very good at this live stuff. What a mess. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. I just had a message up there that um, my live stream was done. I don't remember putting a time limit on it. Anyway, sorry about that, everybody. We'll try this again. If it messes up again, then well, I guess I won't. I guess I won't do it. Okay, so I showed you all the blocks in the other live stream. So I'll just wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes back. And I'll just get these organized. Okay, working on. Oh, I don't know what happened, Kim. It just stopped. I just had a message up there from YouTube that this live stream had stopped, and then it wanted me to do this and that, and I didn't know what the heck they were talking about. And so finally I just had to shut it all down and start over again. So we'll see how long it lasts, okay? Really sorry about that. Okay, so I showed you all those. You know, I got stuck on something today. You probably can't see it right there. And then just probably about a half hour ago, and it's got to be a spider because there's nothing else out, right? All right, so I'm going to start cutting these, and I'll read your comments. That I violated YouTube somehow? Well, I don't know how I did that. I didn't even give anybody the finger or anything. Not that I would do that, but huh. I'll be darned. Well, I'll have to check. I'll go check that other live video out later somehow. Maybe send YouTube a message. The only thing around are spiders. I find them all over the place. Except for when I look for them. Oh. Yeah, that might have helped. Well, it's no big deal. I'll just go, hi, Sandy, right? Poor man's sewing. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing? I'll just go check it out later in where all my videos are, where I can edit and see what happened. I wonder if they even pulled it like totally, because if they did, then nobody will see the blocks. Should we look at the blocks again? Do you think? Yeah, let's look at the blocks just real quick. All right? Okay. Just in case. Number 2. I really need to figure out this going live. What do I need to have, a good live feed? Number 3, I know I can, once I get 1,000 subscribers, you can use your cell phone, but is that really going to be any better? I mean, my cell phone is on 5G, so that might be better. And I know my laptop isn't. And then we have that one. And then we have this one. And once again, these are for my quilting group. We traded blocks, fat quarters. So their fat quarter, their material is the one in the center, and then that one. My material that I'm adding is this one. And I'm just using the 2 colors. And this one's my Halloween quilt. Okay. So put all those back. And so Angela, you said that this green was better. And you think that's going to be all right? I wondered. I guess I'm not much of a green person. I don't have that much green fabric, which is strange. Okay, so those are the ones I got done. I have a few cut out already. Okay, I'm going to just stop and read the comments real quick. Sandy says she thinks those are cool and it might look good in a quilt. Well, I hope so, because that's where they're going. The Kim says the pattern is lovely and looks easy to assemble. You know, it is pretty easy to assemble. And Angela says that green is much better. Thank you. All right. So let's get to that. All right. We'll just set these aside somewhere. That's a good spot. All right, so I think I asked you guys what you were up to. What are you guys doing besides looking for things to watch on YouTube? Getting any sewing done? Okay. So the next one I have is this fabric. And that's her fabric. And then I'm going to add this one. I think that'll look really nice together. I hope it will. Because she wanted me to use batiks of white or white on white or white with silver or light grays. Solid or tone on tones. And I don't have very many white on white batiks. You know, I got a lot of batiks over here, but nothing really white on white, so I'm just going to go with this. She doesn't want blacks, blues, or dark colors. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to get to cutting. So what I've been doing is folding it on the longest part, and then I'm using this big ruler as my pass downstairs. I'm going to just look at that block so I don't mess up. So the center one, I'm going to cut 2 because in case I mess up on the first block, then I'll have a second material already cut out. And if I don't need it for their block, then I can use it in my block. I know, right, Kim? I haven't seen a white batik either. I mean, they're hold on. I mean, I mean, and that's, you know, kind of white creamy background, but it's got a design on it. And that's not even white, that's yellow. And so that's the one I'm using for this. So I just don't have white. Um, okay, so I am going to cut this. I always cut it a little bit bigger, and I'm lining up the folded edge. I'm going to move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, okay? Hopefully you can see. And I'm going to line this up at my 6.5, but I haven't trimmed this edge off over here yet, so I'm going to go like 6 3/4. Whoops, I'm going to go, I'm going to cut the whole thing. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so I'm going to go like 6 3/4 or so. I want to clean this edge up. And just put it over. And then I'll do 6.5. See my little scrap cup? Since I don't drink, all right. So 6.5, got that. And then I need to clean up this edge. Stash. And then these two. So this one will go in my stash, and this one I'll use for the block. And then the rest of the material, I need them to color. So I'm just lining it up on the fold. That. Buffering. You're buffering too. Well, I hope it comes back. Have you got enough there? Barely. Are you guys still there? Anybody? Anybody? Ferris? Ferris? And I'm just gonna line all these up. Yeah, we might start having a problem. I can hear my husband on the TV downstairs. Everything we do here is on the internet, so he might be draining it. And I told him I was going to go live too, so I guess he didn't get the clue. Okay, Angela. Okay, Sandy, the TV. If it's still doing it, I'll just close up and then go downstairs and knock him on the head. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Still buffering? Okay. Um, shall we go ahead and end? Or do you want to hold on a minute while I go have my husband log off of his computer and see if that helps? Hi, Shirley. To run and ask him to do that. Okay. Uh, yeah, he had the computer on or the TV. So, like I said, everything we have is internet. So, we want to watch TV. We have goes through our telephone, all our computers, my cell phone, and so anyhow, is anybody still there? Say hi or yes or something. I think I might turn my internet on my. I was gonna answer questions using my cell phone, but I think I might better turn it off. Okay. Okay, you're there. Okay. Is it any better yet, Angela? All right, I'm gonna keep cutting. Okay. So I need. Okay. So these are going to be 3.5 inch. It is better. Okay, great. Thank you. I need 3.5 inches square. So I'm just going to square this off there. So, okay. And I need 8 at 3.5 inch square. And if you guys want to make this block, you can go to Pat Sloan's website. Darn it. Colors, and I'm just doing 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut up the rest of it, because if I make a mistake on the first one, like I said, I'll have enough to do another one. One more. All right. So then, out of my material, everything is going to be just a little. I'm going to fold it the long, not so long. Yeah, that way. And my first one, I'm just going to cut it at a little more than 3.5, because I still need to trim that off. So I usually do like Can you guys believe that I've got over 100 subscribing? I appreciate it. Um, well, I hope you all still there. And I might do it during one of the lives if I can get the yeah, unstable. I just got that message. Yeah, I guess my husband doesn't want to turn the TV off. Yeah, I was quilting on it earlier, but I needed to take a little bit of break because standing there, gets to your back. So I kind of go back and forth. And I'm going to have a video on that, but I don't want to show you the design because I want it. I think I want it to be a surprise for Becca. So I haven't decided whether I want to show it before she gets the quilt or not. So anyway, I think it's going really well. I love the design, and I guess if she doesn't like it, then I'll buy it from her. It is a pretty quilt. But I'll tell you what, it was a challenge coming up with the design for that thing. Um, I think mainly because it's solid colors and there's no print in it. So the print, usually your quilt by having colors in there or some sort of design, it'll kind of help you come up with the design. And so this is just solids. Well, that's no help. Anyway, I will do a video on the quilting, but like I said, I think I'm not going to post it until she gets the quilt. I should be done with that in a couple of days. So, getting these at 3.5. There's that. Now I need 4 blocks or 4 cut out. That one. And then I need, whoops. I forgot to trim that end off there. Okay, so I got 4 of those. And then I'm going to need 8 cut at 3.5 by 3.5. So, I live in a really small community, and we're kind of at the end of the road. There's really no way to like go through to somewhere else. And I heard that people were coming here from the city because they heard we still had food on the shelf at our little grocery store and toilet paper. So I guess the stores were pretty empty up in Grangeville. So they were coming here. Like, we need to put a roadblock up or something, you know. Come here and take all our food. And we got a lot of older people here, you know. Take our food. I don't care about the toilet paper, frankly. I mean, I was raised on a farm. I know there are other ways to take care of that. And I told Brandon, not right at all. And so, of course, I decided to come home and do an inventory of, you know, my cupboards and stuff. And so yesterday I went back down and got a few more groceries. And, but then I also saw the food truck come in. So hopefully we're good. But still, you know, they do make toilet paper in America, in the United States of America. We make toilet paper and we make paper towels. As a matter of fact, just 3 hours away from me is the plant where they make it. So I don't understand this. I kind of our paper towels come from China or something. I mean, I don't get it. And the symptoms don't include diarrhea, do they? No. So anyway, okay, keep cutting. So what did I say? I need 8 of these. I'm going to read what Kim had to say here. Here in Canada are telling people to stop being selfish and hoarding. Some stores are limiting quantities so everyone can get what they need. You know, I think that's what they need to do for sure. I mean, if you see somebody come in with their grocery cart and it's just full of toilet paper, I think you got to say, hey, you know, there's only a limit of 2 packets or something, because that's just not right. That's just not right at all. I don't get it. And I know somebody who, let's see, her mom lives in Southern California and she can't find toilet paper anywhere. And so she bought toilet paper from here and mailed it down to her. Yes, Angela, I agree. They should have done that from the very beginning. Definitely. It's just sad. Sad, sad, sad. I mean, we don't get to go to the big city here very often. And our local store, she does really good on the prices and stuff. Like most of the time, it really doesn't save you any money going someplace else. But I've always lived in places where when I did go shopping, I usually stocked up anyway. And because I never knew when I was going to go out again. So, you know, I think we're good. I'm pretty sure I can last 6 months if I had to. Of course, I'd be eating a lot of rice and beans, but that's better than nothing. And I do like rice. And maybe the weather is warming up enough out there that I can. And I still have a lot of canned goods that I canned, and a lot of huckleberries from last season. So got my fruit. Okay, I'm gonna read some comments here from Arjun. Malaya. No. I'm gonna have to work on that one. More people like crazy. Yeah. Well, welcome to the channel. Let's see. What you saying, Kim? Kim. 2 local channels are opening an hour early just for elderly. I saw that on the news. You have to prove your age. No one under 60 or not pregnant will have to wait until after 9. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. You have 5 cases with the virus in your county. Well, I'm praying for everybody, and I'm praying for the world, that we all get healthy soon and that we show some compassion to each other and try to help each other out. If you have elderly neighbors and they can't get out, why not call them or stand outside the door and go, hey, do you need anything? So, yeah, it can definitely get worse before it gets better. And the way we can make it better is by helping each other, showing some compassion and, helping each other, not buying all the toilet paper in the store and then 2 days later standing on the corner of your town and selling it for $3 a row. Yeah, that happened in Boise, Idaho. I saw that. I could not believe it. I just don't understand some people. All right, so these are my extras. I can harp on that all day long. Okay, what do I have here? I have 3, 6, 7, 8. All right. So here's my extras, and I've just been putting them over here in this box. I hardly ever went anywhere anyway, but now that I can't go anywhere, I want to go somewhere. Isn't that how it is? I found out, last year that I'm allergic to eggs, and I never really liked eggs anyway, but now that I can't have them, I want them. What is it? I don't get that. Okay, so then what you do is you take your 6.5. I know. Okay, I'm going to read some more comments there. Yeah, so Angela, some people still insist on getting together. Yeah, they're not really taking it seriously. And, well, it might kill you if you leave. But, I mean, it's not that rough to just, and you don't have to stay in the house. You can go outside and get some fresh air, take the dogs for a walk. Just, don't get too close to people. That's all. And so I'm not going to go to like my quilt club meeting, and I'm not just for me, but for my husband. Like I said earlier, he doesn't have a spleen, and so his body doesn't produce antibiotics for these illnesses, So I have to watch out for that. And they're still planning on having the meeting, or they're going to put the message out there that if people want to show up for it, then, you know, they'll unlock the doors. And I don't know. I think everybody should just plan on not going, you know. But, you know, then again, you know, we do live in a little teeny community, and chances of it happening here are pretty slim. Coming back, well, they could bring it in here. Just pretty easy. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down so I can show you what happens next. Okay, so this is my 6.5, and what you do is the lighter ones, what you do is, well, I'll try it again. You're going to draw a line from corner to corner, and then they go on here, and you're going to sew on the line there. Sew your line here, and then what I've been doing is going 1/2 inch out and sewing again, and then like this. So I'll have all these little half square triangles left over because I'm a glutton for punishment. And then I also, what I do before I'll check and make sure that that fits right, because it's easier to fix than if you cut it. Okay, so you sew those, you press those back, then cut these off. So they're going to have that there and that there. And those two have to go on first before you do the other side. And this has to be pressed back like that before you sew this side on. You just draw your line again and do the same thing on those sides. Then after you do that, which you get the square in a square, that's what, and you're making like flying geese blocks. You do the same thing, do your line from here to there, and then you put it on there. Sew on the, after you've sewn it, pull that back and iron it, cut it off, bring it back down. Got to be sure and bring that down. Okay, and then you can go right on the line and then just do the same thing, and then you'll have your, okay, so you do that for this turning on both entries to all your blog that they request unnecessary guests till after April 5th. Exactly. You know, I have a sign on my door that says, if you're sick, you're not allowed here, because, you know, all times of the year, that sign's there all the time, because my husband just can't be around sick people. He hardly ever leaves the house because he's so worried about getting sick. And when he gets anything, cold, flu, whatever it is, he pretty much has to go on antibiotics right away. Otherwise, and I know antibiotics doesn't kill everything, but he thinks it does, and I think that's part of the process. If you think it's going to work, then yeah, then it should work. So, well, you guys, I need to get going on this quilt, so I don't know if you want to hang out and watch me do that or not. Can't really see what I'm doing from here. Yeah, you and I. That's not pleasant. Let's see, what else? Anybody have any questions out there? There's 6 cases. They closed your malls at 5 until mid-April. So, are they closed like all day, or are they just open until 5 o'clock? Or are they just now closed until April? Yeah. So, anywho, do you guys have any questions? That's what I'm working on. Susie Blocks and the quilt. It's kind of everything else is on hold. Closed until April. I wonder when the schools are gonna. I've heard some of the schools are like just gonna go ahead and close for the whole rest of the year. Some are just 30 days. I don't know. Yeah, you guys stay safe and healthy too. It's pretty scary stuff, but let's stick together and help each other out, even if we're afraid to. As you know, a friend of mine, her dog passed away yesterday, and I had to go see her. You know, so sometimes you got to do things. I have hand sanitizer and all that stuff with me, and I do everything I can to stay protected. So I think we're all right. But anyway, all right, you guys. College graduations are finishing online. Yeah, that's what I heard too. So anyway, all right. Well, I don't think Yvette will probably go live tonight. Have you guys heard? Yeah. So that's a bummer. Maybe she'll try and do it through Facebook. I don't know. So anyway, well, thanks for stopping by, you guys. It was nice to chat with you for a while. All right, you go have a good day and get something made and your stuff that you make on Facebook. So yeah, I know. Yeah, Kim. Okay, posted in the jelly beans. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. What are you gonna do tonight? I guess we'll think of something. Maybe one of our other friends will go live. Let's see if we could get Becca. I love watching Becca too. So let's go post in Becca's Facebook that we want her to be live tonight. How about that? I know, right? I know, but she's got to get over that. That's a pretty scary thing, you know? Yeah, pretty scary. That would have just freaked me out. My husband, boy, he would have probably said, I don't want you to ever do another live again. So, yeah, very scary. So, one time when I was, and this was years ago, I worked in downtown Boise. I worked real early in the morning. I was there and I was walking to work, And I had quite a few blocks to go, like, I don't know, 8 blocks or so. And I saw this kid coming towards me on a bicycle. And all of a sudden, he reached out and grabbed my breast. Jumped back, like said a lot of cuss words. And I'm like, also, I had reached out and tried to, you just reach out, and I tried to push him, but he kind of flumbled and off he went. Well, I hurried my derriere into work, and come to find out, he's been going around downtown doing that to all the ladies. And one of the girls, he had riding his bike along, he scooped his hand up like that and tried to get her up underneath her dress. And he messed with the wrong woman on that one. She's got fast reflexes because she got him. And he fell off his bike. And then she was trying to chase him down. And he was like 17 years old. But 17-year-old boys are, men, basically. So she had a lot of guts, I think. Oh my gosh. So anyway, yeah, the cops came and they caught him and he went to jail. I don't know whatever happened to him, but that stays with you. Stuff like that stays with you. That's my point, I was afraid when I walked downtown for a long time, and I walked like this, hiding the girls. So anywho, so I don't blame her for being upset. It's a type of violation. So anyway, I'm gonna go, guys. I'll see you next time, okay? And I don't know, maybe in a few days. All right, you guys have a good day, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and end the live stream. Until next time, get out there and make something. Okay? Thanks for stopping in. Bye.